students from St. John's. Banneker. And Lake Braddock meet today on It's Academic. I'm Hillary Howard. This is the opening round. You know how it works. Each of the teams begins with 100 points. 10 up for a right answer, 10 down for a wrong answer. Contestants in the studio don't see what you do on the screens at home. Let's begin. All answers begin with the letter S. If you eat tofu, you're eating a product made from Braddock.
Soy.
Yeah. This mythical Greek was condemned forever to roll a stone. St. John's.
Sisyphus?
Sisyphus it is. In 1965, there was a major civil rights march in this Alabama city, St. John's.
Selma.
Selma is right. In 1762, Jean-Jacques Rousseau published this political treatise. The answer is Braddock.
Social contract?
You are right. The answer began with an S. This is the two-word motto for the U.S. Marine Corps. Braddock.
Semper Fi?
Yeah. The capital city of this country is Riyadh. St. John's.
Saudi Arabia.
Correct. This type of plant lives on and gets nourishment from decaying matter. The answer is saprophyte. This Vermont senator ran for president in 20 St. John's.
Sanders.
Sanders it is, and that's the end of the round.
It's Academic with Hillary Howard. Now in its 57th season. And for 50 years, proudly sponsored by Giant.
We are the Bulldogs, and we're here to rock the house. So watch us work, work, Bulldogs, work, work. B-A-S.
Rocking the house, the Banneker High School Bulldog cheerleaders. Hello, everybody. Welcome to It's Academic. We are so glad you've joined us on this Saturday morning. It is time to meet the teams. We begin with St. John's High School from Washington, D.C. Nathan, how you doing?
Hi, I'm Nathan Kim. I'm a 16-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank our school administration for all their help and support.
All righty. Hello, Thomas.
Hi, my name is Thomas Canary. I'm a 17-year-old senior, and I'd like to thank all of our friends and family for coming out to support us today, especially our former coach, Miss L.
Very good. And Matthew.
Hi, my name is Matthew Mussman. I'm an 18-year-old senior, and I'd like to thank our alternate, Alex Stoner, as well as the rest of our St. John's Quiz Bowl team.
Gentlemen, I am a zone of quiet. Hidden in this peaceful sentence is the name of what South American river which empties into the Atlantic Ocean?
Amazon?
Yes. Sickly, incompetent, venerable. Which of these words best describes someone who is inept?
Incompetent.
Second?
Yes. Auto reply from First Shrink, out playing mind games. This might be an away message from what Austrian doctor who is considered the father of psychoanalysis?
Freud?
Freud it is. Free land, free press, free education. Which of these freedoms is guaranteed in the First Amendment to the Constitution?
Free press.
Second?
Yep, it is. Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes. Colonial Commander Israel Putnam is said to have issued this order during what Revolutionary War battle fought on a hill near Boston?
Bunker Hill?
Bunker Hill it is. St. John's College High School, 240 points. From Banneker Academic High here in the district, first we get to greet Henry. Hiya.
Hello, my name is Henry Addison. I'm a sophomore, and I would like to just thank our awesome coaches, Mr. Zhu and Mr. Kabenge, for helping us along this long journey.
Beautiful. Ruquan, hello.
Hey, I'm Ruquan, a sophomore. I would first like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, as well as our alternate, Daniel Rodriguez.
Very good. And Anaya.
Hi, I'm a 15-year-old sophomore, and I would just like to thank family, friends, our teachers, and our coach, and our alternate for being a community of support.
Beautiful. Here we go, guys. Dread Amsterdam. You'll have nothing to dread if you can find the hidden last name of what Massachusetts statesman who became our second president?
No,
Answer?
Adams.
Adams is right. Muddled, surprised, precise. If someone gave you explicit directions, those directions could best be described by which of these words?
Precise.
Precise is right. Auto reply from bite, down, hard. Dinner date. This might be an away message not from a dentist, but from what vampire who titles an 1897 novel by Bram Stoker?
Dracula.
Dracula is right. Hydrilla, Sumer, Acropolis. Which one of these words names the Athenian hill on which the Parthenon stands?
Acropolis.
You've got it. If you look up, there are no limits. This optimistic proverb comes from what Asian country, where major cities include Kyoto and Yokohama?
Japan.
Japan is right. Nice job, Banneker. 200 points. From Lake Braddock High School in Burke, Virginia. Robert, tell us about yourself.
My name is Robert. I'm a 16-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank our friends and fans that have come out to support us today, and special thanks to our alternate Will for being here.
Yay, Will. Zachary, how are you?
Hi, my name is Zach. I'm a 17-year-old senior from Lake Braddock High School, and I'd like to thank our coach, Mr. Holtzman, for being a hardworking coach and for his leadership.
All right, and Nathan.
Hi there, I'm Nathan Reef. I'm a 17-year-old senior, and I would like to thank our principal, Dave Thomas, and our activities director at Lake Braddock High School.
Okay, guys. He's a foxy general. You can get 20 points if you find in this sentence the name of what element, a gas whose atomic number is 8.
Oxygen.
Oxygen is it. Ambivalent, recessive, corrosive. Which of these adjectives would most appropriately describe a strong acid?
Corrosive.
Correct. To explorers to go.gov. This would have been a good internet address for what two men who went off to explore the Louisiana Territory?
Lewis and Clark.
You're right. Silver camel, golden calf, jade falcon. Moses got really upset when he came down from Mount Sinai and found that the people had built which of these?
Golden calf.
Yes, it was. This is the first time I had met with communism in a warm climate. This was one traveler's comment on visiting what Caribbean country whose capital is Havana?
Cuba.
Cuba's right. Lake Braddock, 230 points. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Nutrition is important, and Giant's Passport to Nutrition program gives parents and teachers engaging ways to teach kids nutritional lessons. Visit giantfood.com/healthykids to learn more.
At Rallies and Checkers, get a win before the game even starts, because the 4 for $4 comes with a new Fry Lovers Burger with fries, pie, and a drink. Beats overpriced stadium food, the 4 for $4 deal with your choice of 4 sandwiches. Rallies and Checkers, fast foodies know the deal.
NBC4 is committed to serving the educational and informational needs of children. The station's children's television program reports describing our efforts are available through the Federal Communications Commission website at publicfiles.fcc.gov.
The Bruin and the Bulldog sharing the limelight. That is the Banneker Bulldog, who wants to remain anonymous, and Carl T. Levine as the Bruin. Welcome back, everybody. Did you know each of our students today will receive tickets to the Spy Museum, the International Spy Museum? They'll encounter intrigue, deception, and daring escapes at the only public museum dedicated to espionage. Nothing is as it seems at the International Spy Museum here in Washington. While they're checking out the Spy Museum, it would be nice if you checked out our Facebook page and liked us. All right, guys, we're going to dive into the Picture Perfect round, but first, let's recap the scores. St. John's, 240, Banneker, 200, Lake Braddock, 230 points. Okay, teams, questions are worth 20 points, up or down. This small hawk shares its name with what legendary magician who loomed large at King Arthur's court? St. John's.
Merlin?
Yeah, it's Merlin. He was the artist most characteristic of this century. This was one critic's description of what 20th century Spanish artist who's anti-Braddock.
Picasso?
Picasso, correct. Peter Bruegel's Triumph of Death details some of the horrors of what epidemic that decimated Braddock?
The Black Plague?
Yes, it was, the Black Plague. Taking all roots to be positive, what is the value of this expression? Braddock.
12.
12 is right. This lab was used by what Swedish inventor who made his fortune through the invention and manufacture of dynamite? Braddock.
Nobel?
You're right again. This obelisk looks as if it belongs in Egypt, but it's actually located in a park. St. John's.
Paris?
No, Istanbul. In what largest Turkish city we were looking for? The red square on this chart covers what extremely reactive metallic element? St. John's.
Sodium?
Sodium is right. This lovely Canadian lake is named for what green gemstone that also names St. John's?
Emerald?
No, it's not emerald. Sorry, Banneker, St. John's buzzed in first, but the answer was emerald. Oh, you said emerald. Apparently, I need a hearing aid. To St. John's, that question, and that's the end of the round.
The more you see,
Look at that.
how good is that? The more you do,
I truly am inspired.
the more you know. Weekends on NBC.
Due to coverage of Barclays Premier League, the More You Know lineup can be seen at the following times.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey.
Bye. Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Earn money for local schools with every purchase when you register your loyalty card or phone number with A+ School Rewards. Start earning today and visit our website for details.
The Harlem Globetrotters. This is what it feels like when an amazing moment becomes an unforgettable memory.
Playing 3 games at Capital One Arena and Eagle Bank Arena March 17th and 18th. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
To honor the memory of its academics creator, we are presenting the 2018 Sophie Altman Coach of the Year Award. Established by Giant Food, the award is a tribute to all its academic coaches. To learn how to nominate your coach, check out our website, itsacademicquizshow.com. If you're a frequent viewer to It's Academic, you know that these students know a lot. Let's meet the coaches and faculty that prepare them for competition. We begin with St. John's. Thomas, who's with you?
To my right is our school principal, Mr. Themistis, and to my left is our coach, Miss Murphy.
Lovely to have you guys. From Banneker, Ruquan, who's standing behind you?
To my right is our principal, Miss Anita Berger. To my left is our coach, Mr. Prince Zoo.
And you have a fine-looking hat, by the way. Just want to say, thanks for being here, guys. From Lake Braddock, Zachary, who's with you today?
On my right is our tournament coach, Miss Kaplan, and then on my left is our administrator, Miss Tui.
Great to have you guys. Okay, you know how this part of the competition works. St. John's will answer questions first. From one of these fine packets in front of me, Banneker will choose which packets they answer questions from. So, Ruquan, what's it going to be?
We're going to go with 3.
3, he says decisively. And you know there's a 25-point bonus if you get all the questions right. Data from a NASA satellite supports what theory known by a 2-word alliterative name that tries to explain the beginning of the universe?
Big Bang. Big Bang?
Yes. According to one study, Americans eat the most ice cream in the first week of what 7th month?
July.
Yeah, I eat it all the time. Peach Orchard sounds like a peaceful place, but it was the site of fierce fighting in what 1863 Pennsylvania battle that was the turning point for the Civil War?
Gettysburg.
It was Gettysburg. Here's your science question. Which of these is a membrane-bound cavity inside a cell used for excretion of fluids?
First.
Yes, it is. Contractile vacuole. New Englanders still throw snowballs, but hardly with the impact of those thrown in 1770 when a snowball fight triggered what Boston tragedy?
Boston Massacre.
Yes, it was. American Bar Association members might have included Atticus Finch, the fictional lawyer from what 1960 Harper Lee novel?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, here's your math question. Which of these numbers is evenly divisible by 7?
The second one.
Second.
Yes. A full lunch pail was a campaign pledge of what 25th president who was assassinated in 1901 before he could fulfill many of his promises?
McKinley.
25-point bonus for St. John's. Nice job. All right, Banneker's up. Lake Braddock, packet 1 or 2?
1.
1. All right, here's the first question. It's highly unlikely that Queen Elizabeth will ever climb Mount Elizabeth, a rugged mountain on what coldest continent?
Antarctica.
That's it. Though French author La Fontaine wrote many original works, he is best known for putting into verse what old stories by Aesop?
The Fables.
Yes. Solar energy is an important concern today, but in classical mythology, it was the concern of what mythical god of the sun?
Helios.
Yes. Here's your science question. Which of these terms refers to a cloud of gas and dust in space?
Nebula.
Yeah. During the Napoleonic Wars, the Peninsular Campaign brought troops to what larger let me do that again. During the Napoleonic Wars, the Peninsular Campaign brought troops to what large peninsula that includes Spain and Portugal?
The Iberian Peninsula.
Yeah. The pigs are the bad guys of the barnyard in what farm? That title's a novel by George Orwell.
The Animal Farm.
Animal Farm it is. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
55.
You're right. The only U.S. president born on the 4th of July was what 30th chief executive who took office on the death of Warren Harding?
Carter.
No, but it was a C, Calvin Coolidge. Really good job, Banneker. 340 points. Packet number 2 for Lake Braddock. Guys, during the 1967 Arab-Israeli War, Egypt closed what Middle East canal which remained closed until 1975?
Suez?
Yes. The highest geographical point in the Western Hemisphere is Mount Aconcagua in what South American mountain chain?
The Andes?
Yeah. Companies making class rings are among the leading purchasers of what element whose atomic number is 79 and whose symbol is AU?
Gold?
Gold is right. Here's your science question. Which of these terms refers to a pore in the epidermis of a plant?
Stoma?
You've got it. There were protests in the 1830s when the government tried to scrap what U.S. Navy ship nicknamed Old Ironsides?
The Constitution?
That's correct. Arizona was still a territory in 1892 when it was mentioned in a story about what fictional detective created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle?
Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as an integer.
50?
50 is right. No president has lived in the White House longer than what chief executive who was first elected president in 1932?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
Yeah, 25-point bonus, Lake Braddock High School. We're coming back for the grab bag next.
To all all the men and women that serve our country.
Overseas as well as here in the U.S.
We'd like to thank you for your service.
For all you do for us to keep us safe.
And the sacrifice that you put in for us.
Thank you for all you do for our country. Thank you for serving our country.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brought to you by American Residential Services. Thank you for keeping us safe at home.
Make time to escape to the coast and enjoy 60 miles of beautiful beaches and let the sound of the ocean's tide take you to your happy place. Now's the perfect time to book your spring getaway to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Besides, you deserve it. Seize your moment now and come, let go, and unwind on Myrtle Beach Time.
On Myrtle Beach time.
Now, everyone at home should get ready for another year of Giant's A-Plus School Rewards program. You can earn points and help local schools every time you use your Giant card. Thanks to you, Giant has been able to award over $96 million to thousands of schools since 1989 and has already committed $2 million to this year's program. Signing up for your Giant card is easy. Simply go to giantfood.com or stop by the Customer Solutions Center at any Giant store. Experience the magic of A-Plus School Rewards each time you shop and help your local schools.
Banneker pride. Let's go. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Banneker fans, get on your feet and stop. Tuesday's Bulldogs. Banneker pride.
Thank you, Banneker. Cheers. All right, everybody. It's time for the grab bag round here on It's Academic. Questions are worth 20 points apiece, 30 for the visual questions. Let's begin. A number of prehistoric fossils have been unearthed as workers expand the subway system of what largest California city? St. John's.
Los Angeles.
That's it. Britain and America ended hostilities in 1783 on what January date? Which U.S. presidents are now inaugurated? St. John's.
January 20th.
That's it, too. One Utah college is now teaching what Native American language that was used as a code in World War II? St. John's.
Navajo.
Correct. On your screens for 30 points. The trees are in full bloom at Great Smoky Mountain National Park on the border between North Carolina and what state adjoining St. John's?
Tennessee.
Yeah. The clarinet represents what young hero in Prokofiev's composition about a boy who encounters a wolf? Braddock.
Peter.
It is Peter. Choice. Which of these is a vector quantity? West 21 degrees north, 10 pounds per cubic foot, or 80 calories per gram? Braddock.
West 21 degrees north.
You've got it. Free dinners for the poor are a common sight in Egypt during what month-long Islamic observance? St. John's.
Ramadan.
Ramadan is right. On your screens for 30 points. We have a very daring and skillful opponent. Winston Churchill made this comment about what German general nicknamed the Desert Fox? St. John's.
Defer.
Rommel.
It is right. Rommel is correct. The Roman Emperor Nero did a few good deeds, such as repairing what large Egyptian statue that crouches? Banneker. Answer? It is the
Sphinx.
Yep, it is the Sphinx. Henry IV of France is notable as the king who issued what edict that granted St. John's?
Defer.
Edict of Nantes.
Correct. For readers who like lots of background information, there's now an annotated version of what Mary Shelley horror novel? Lake Braddock.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is right. On your screens for 30 points. Brown pelicans fish by crashing into the ocean with such force they can be heard half a mile away, a distance of how many feet? Banneker. Answer?
235.
No, 2,640. In addition to building an early American telescope, David Rittenhouse was the first director of what U.S. bureau that manufactures our coins? Braddock.
Department of the Treasury.
No, it's the Bureau of the Mint. It was the Mint Department. We're not taking Treasury, correct? Okay, that's it, and that's the end of the game.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Nutrition is important, and Giant's Passport to Nutrition program gives parents and teachers engaging ways to teach kids nutritional lessons. Visit giantfood.com/healthykids to learn more.
My dental problems started as a child. I had a lot of cavities, root canals. Eating anything cold, it would hurt so bad. With dentures, they never fit properly. My confidence was really down. Always covering my face when I laughed. So I went in for a free consultation with Clear Choice.
People come in with bad teeth or no teeth, and in one day, leave with the smile that they are looking for.
The Clear Choice one-day approach is making dental implants a reality for people all over the country who suffer from missing or failing teeth.
They put these beautiful teeth in my mouth, and I can eat ice cream. I can eat corn on the cob now.
With over 30,000 new smiles across our network, we're lifting spirits and confidence all over America. Schedule your free consultation today. We'll even talk about financing options.
I've never felt better than I do right now. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life for myself. Everybody tells me, you look 10 years younger. Thank you, Clear Choice.
Call Clear Choice today.
To all the men and women that serve our country,
overseas as well as here in the U.S.
We'd like to thank you for your service,
For all you do for us to keep us safe.
and the sacrifice that you put in for us.
Thank you for all you do for our country. Thank you for serving our country.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brought to you by McCarthy Home Services. Thank you for keeping us safe at home.
All right, the scores are now official. We begin with Banneker Academic High School from Washington, D.C. Henry Ruquan Ananiah, 330 points. From Burke, Virginia, Lake Braddock High School, Robert, Zachary, and Nathan, 535 points. Coming back for the playoffs, St. John's College High School from here in Washington, Nathan, Thomas, and Matthew, 625 points. Nice job. Please join us next week when we have Landon, Quince Orchard, and W.T. Woodson. Until then, I'm Hillary Howard. Have a great day. We're taking you out with the Landon Jazz Band. See ya.
all the men and women that serve our country,
overseas as well as here in the U.S.
We'd like to thank you for your service,
for all you do for us to keep us safe,
and the sacrifice that you put in for us.
Thank you for all you do for our country. Thank you for serving our country.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brought to you by McCarthy Home Services. Thank you for keeping us safe at home.
At Chase & Boscolo, it's easy to get a lawyer that cares.
Call us anytime, nights, weekends, even right now.
It's easy.
Visit our website and get help in seconds.
It's easy.
Download the free Chase & Boscolo app.
It's easy.
And with our no-fee guarantee, you won't pay us a penny to start working on your case.
Now that's easy.
When injuries change your life, call the lawyers that care. Call Chase & Boscolo, 1-800-728-5898.
The Winter Games are winding down, and your favorite afternoon lineup is back at its regular schedule.
I'm moving the show to high.